When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Corvallis, Research Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Beavers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Corner's going to give them room. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Card. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
1st and 10.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get outside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Back to throw, it's Overton. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going for the big play. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Overton. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now it's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's his second big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the first quarter.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Card. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. Here's the handoff. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The toss sweep to the right. Turning it on. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Beavers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Here's the pressure. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He makes the catch.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Just take it to him. Let's go.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Dropping back, it's Overton. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They'll leave it with the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Working the big fella downfield and outside. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Overton. Bringing the heat. Moves around to clear up the vision. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bauer. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
The Beavers come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The quick out. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. On the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. To throw, it's Overton. Touchdown, Oregon State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Thanks to grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Marshall.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
That makes the score Ohio State 21, Oregon State 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Carr. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Oregon State 7.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half.
Advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Pressure coming. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
To the air, it's Sayin. Looking for the end zone. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Oh, extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Overton. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, the quarterback trying to get aggressive there on third down. He saw something he liked in a matchup he wanted to take advantage of, but the defense, they simply weren't fooled, and they're able to come away with the pick.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Takes it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back to pass, it's Overton. Here's a heat. He rifles one deep down the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Beaver! Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets to give. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
29 Philly.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Graham. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for space. It's Hardy. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's showing you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed, the ability to catch the ball, the vision, the quickness. He's got all the tools in the toolbox.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Card. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Oregon State Beavers will take over 1st and 10.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They go to the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. With the catch, it's Carr. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Scanning the field, it's Overton. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going for the big play. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
That's caught. It's Marshall. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Oregon State Beavers will take over 1st and 10.
Take it to the half.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got his man quickly. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Hoffman. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Carr. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Overton. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots.
Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Smith. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
You know the owner's got to be happy with that one.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24.
Green 25.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
25 on the play.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of
For
downs.
the offense.
These corners backing off a bit. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.